Rain expected tomorrow. We'll take free water anytime we can get it.
Yes, as we'll hear from John Ramos. Some people may not want as much as we're about to get in the vineyards, but overwhelmingly, this is a good story coming our way, considering fire season. Let's start out with a live look now at First Alert Doppler. There's light rain out there now. It's going to take some time before that gets here. It's tomorrow morning when we really notice the rain. So here's the takeaway. This will be widespread beneficial rain. An inch is a generic number. Some places will get a little more in the North Bay. Some places get a little less in the South Bay. Sunday and Monday are the 2 days. The main thing to keep in mind here is this is going to be enough. Roads are going to get slick. It'll be the first good rain of the season, and there's a lot of oil that's going to come back up to the surface. That'll probably be the main impact, so just be aware of that Sunday and Monday driving. There's going to be some brief downpours, more likely on Monday, as we get an occasional isolated thunderstorm on Monday. But Sunday, first half of the day, is more of the widespread steady rain. Nothing's happening today, but it does get a little breezy. The clouds are already starting to show up. Temperatures are staying cool, and if we watch the winds, one of the other elements besides the rain from this is the strong southerly winds that are going to turn on tomorrow, really from the morning through the afternoon. There's a focus for it really along the coast, but there's a wind advisory for that. You see it on the water too from all of our cameras looking out over the bay. The wind that we've got today is pretty manageable. It gets stronger tomorrow in the hills, and that's where there's a wind advisory. So I'm going to go into detail on that. First, let's take a look at that live First Alert Doppler. There's rain showing up now off the coast, but that's really light stuff. That's not even the start of the main event for us. I'll show you where that is and when it gets here. It's a little too far off the coast right now to be seen there. We're in the mid and upper 60s, and the breeze along, it's kind of like a classic onshore wind right now. So you feel it in the city, see it on the coast. The wind that will be part of this storm is different, and you'll see how that changes as we advance this into tomorrow. Streamlines start coming up out of the south, and the wind starts hitting the topography here along the peninsula. That's where you're going to have your strongest winds. Look at the 41-mile-an-hour gust for Half Moon Bay. Look at the 36-mile-an-hour gust up there for Bodega Bay. Those are the places that actually have the wind advisory, and it goes throughout the day tomorrow morning, Sunday through Monday morning. So expect it to be pretty windy if you're anywhere up along those ridge tops or near the coast. Here's the storm with the rain on it. Beautifully well developed now. This thing's getting right off the coast. We can put the rain in there by using the Futurecast and show you how that still takes its time in getting here. And we were not until Sunday morning before we're looking at the leading edge of it. But before I bring it on shore, I just want to show you what's feeding into it. That is a weak atmospheric river. So we're pulling in higher concentrations of water vapor than what a typical storm might have without it. It's not an overwhelming one. They put these on a scale from 1 to 5. This is a 2. A 2 is good. That's more beneficial additional rain than like a 5, which would be flooding concerns. That's not this. Here it comes tomorrow. That's 3 in the morning, and the North Bay is already getting its rain at that point. Notice the leading edge is widespread and steady rain. It's kind of like equal rain for Sunday morning. That's the cold front. That's the more, steady, widespread part. By the afternoon, it turns into isolated, scattered showers with an occasional thunderstorm mixed in. That's the second half of Sunday all the way through Monday. In fact, on Monday, we start to see some organization show up over the South Bay and the East Bay. You might get better rainfall totals as a result of that, but that's a very recent development in the system. If we look at totals, this is cumulative for all day Sunday and all day Monday. Still looking at about 1.5 inches for the North Bay, maybe a little more on some of the latest model runs. And then when we come south, you're looking at about 1 inch for the city, and you can see numbers show up for about 1/4 inch of rain in the South Bay. San Ramon might get about 1/2 inch out of it. Morning lows go down to about 60 degrees for everybody, and daytime highs stay cool, but not like winter storm cool. It's still going to be in the mid-70s for daytime highs, but it'll be damp. It'll be breezy. It's enough that we put first alert status on Sunday and Monday, primarily because the roads are going to get slick. And there will be some ponding of water on roadways. Sunday and Monday would be the time to watch for that. Monday is a little more, do you happen to get one of those isolated thunderstorms right over you, and then it's a bigger impact. And that's why Monday is also a first alert day, but it won't have as widespread impacts as Sunday will.